All right, so it is time. This is an infinite investment game. I'll talk about alternative investments and collectibles specifically. Today, I'll be talking about sports cards. This isn't an investment advice, but hopefully, you can take this information and make better decisions as far as having better collectibles, but also making better financial decisions when you're buying this stuff and buying the right things at the right time, hopefully. And if you want to sell at the right time as well. Also, before I start, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what videos you want to hear from me in the future. So, the thing is, this is a bit of a depressing subject, but I want to talk about the risks and cons of investing in the sports card market. And there's quite a few risks. So, I'm going to go ahead and go into it. The first one, when you're investing in collectibles, specifically sports cards, you need to pay for maintenance, storage, and insurance. If you don't pay for this and you're doing this as a long-term investment, even a semi-short term, 2 to 5 years, you're a fool if you don't do that. The reason why is because I'll give you an example. 1996 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant PSA 10, really 1996 Topps Chrome basketball, anything. You see it with Kobe Bryant, the base and refractor. You start seeing the card turn green. That's because it's not in the right storage. You want to keep it out of the light. You want to keep it in a cool area. And you don't want to have it in areas where you damage the case and there's scratches and things such as that. And you want to just maintain the maintenance of it and also have insurance just in case there's a fire, just in case something happens. And a lot of insurance companies don't like insuring collectibles just because, I mean, anyone could do anything and cause an issue and then try to take out the money for the card or whatever. So that's an issue as well, and that's why insurance fees are very, very high. The other one is there is an issue with manipulation. There's no SEC really regulating this stuff, so you're going to have problems with shield bidding. You're going to have problems with content creators, influencers, just a famous person or someone who has a following coming into the markets, pumping stuff up. And the opposite of pump and dump is they talk about how a particular item is trash and is horrible. And it causes other people to go off and sell that item. And people say, oh, that item is a waste of time. You shouldn't be investing in that. Or people don't care about this person because of this reason. It creates this weird narrative. And it creates almost like this self-fulfilling prophecy where less people will start investing in that person. And it's because of some superficial reason that this famous person said. Then you have issues of fake sales. This is part of shield bidding, but people buying the card, let's say on eBay, and then returning it a few days later. You have issues where someone does something where they quote unquote report a sale, but it's not actually sold. You have those to manipulate the market to get people thinking like, oh, this card is really worth this much. Or they buy their own card at a higher price. So people think like, oh, the card is continuing going up. The other issue is grading companies, auction houses, and card companies basically getting involved in the secondary market and manipulating the secondary market. A lot of these owners and people who work in the company have some kind of influence of what the price could become. And they could hold a bunch of items. They could have insider information on certain aspects of releases of the markets or plans that are coming up. So they make very interesting decisions that affect the market. And they make a lot of money where at other people's expense. The other thing is you have increased selling fees and commission fees. That's an issue as well. So especially when you start getting cards that are in the 5 to 6 figure range. You want to do a consignment, and it's like Heritage of Golden, and they have extra fees along with this. And then also a lot of times it takes longer for your card to move. It's not as liquid because there's only a handful of people who have 5 or 6 figures to pay on a random card or a collectible. You also have the issue is you need specialized knowledge when going in certain kinds of markets, specifically certain types of sports cards. So you need to know about the players. You need to understand if it's a team sport, the teams, and also understand the specific card market, like what's out there, what's not out there, and, have an idea of like what future potential the card value could have, and it's based on those factors I just named. And then, you have other issues where you have auction houses really pumping up a lot of things as well, where they're not really thinking about the buyer. They're definitely thinking about the seller, so they get more consignments and more people. So you have this, capitalistic idea that causes issues. And also just the celebrating of like record sales, which makes no sense to me. That doesn't necessarily mean like the record-breaking sale is not your card that's selling. Like a card can sell, and let's say 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan PSA 10, two of them sold for $720,000. You can literally send that card into auction the next day, and it will probably end at a different price. So there's no guarantee of what the cars are going to sell for. Even for the last sale prices, it won't necessarily sell for that. And I think that's something that's really important when people are looking at risks in the market. But if you agree, let me know.